I've never been spoken to this way.
Yeah.
Ever in my life. Honestly,
and who is this texting you this again?
This is this dude, Tyler, and his dad. The one dude that says most of the crazy shit is a 65-year-old man,
and he's the one that owns this Better Call Saul, wink wink.
Yeah, the
type of
the law firm. He's
Slippin' Jimmy.
owns a law firm. Yeah, he's a Slippin' Jim.
Wow, kept it a family business.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Oh my god. I mean, his the dude who gave me who recommended me, he was friends with them growing up. And he said, when he was a little kid, his dad would be like, "Ooh, that's a good split," and tell his son to go fall at a McDonald's and shit. And I'm like,
he's going after the mega corporations.
Dude, exactly. Man.
He's one of those dads who's just training their kid to be in the NFL from the jump because he's like, one day you're gonna make me a ton of money.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I think that's exactly what's going on here. So, all right. So I'll start from the beginning. Hey, just found out one of my close friends died. I got to go clean out his apartment for his parents. I'm not going to be able to do anything today. I apologize. Let's see. This is
pretty professional, obviously understandable.
Pretty professional for what seems like a not very professional line of work.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Technically, I don't even have a job here.
Yeah. Right.
There's no W whatever.
You didn't have to give any notice for anything. I mean, you could have just not even showed. So the fact you gave the courtesy of hey, this happened.
Right. Exactly. I'm like, hey, little this and
yeah.
So this is the son, Cody Ridiculous. I don't believe a word you say. All right. His dad immediately comes in with "You're nothing but a fucking low life piece of fucking dog shit. That's why you live in Glassboro, by the way, Glasstown, New Jersey, and you're a broken down fucking comedian. You're a piece of shit. You haven't worked a real day in your fucking life." That's how he said it. You're a scumbag, motherfucker. You waste of fucking time. You're a piece of shit. Mother doesn't fall from the tree. You fucking cocksucking piece of shit.
Wow.
All because you
one sick day.
All because you couldn't take measurements at a diner.
Yeah. What? I mean, I had that coming, guys.
What the fuck?
Absolutely. I mean, how dare you challenge the ethics of slip and fall business?
Did you take a screenshot of that and go to HR about it?
I have a few lawyers that are like, "Hey, want to send me that my way?" I'm like, "We'll see."
You know, it'd be funny if you did your own slip and fall working for that company.
They don't even know. They show up to court no show. This could be easy,
dude. Fucking slip and fall in the lawyer's parking lot or his driveway.
You slip and fall the slip and fall.
Yeah. That's it, dude. That's on shoes on the other foot now.
Yeah, exactly.
They see that mug-a-bug truck and they're gonna lose their fucking
What
shit.
an insane response. Now, is there any reason to believe or anything from your perspective of why they would jump down your throat like that just immediately? I mean, clearly they're crazy people just for the type of business they're in.
I mean, earlier that week, I didn't they asked me if I could go do this spot and my phone had died, and then he called me later and I answered, and he immediately started with "Dude, you got to answer me right." I'm like, "I don't got to do shit, dude. I have another job."
Yeah, were you expected to be on call?
I mean, he just set up. I mean, the only thing that really made more work for them is that they had to call the clients and talk to the clients and set up an appointment.
Gotcha.
Which is 3 appointments that they could easily just call them back and reschedule.
Yeah.
My mom is the secretary for Mug-a-Bug. Yeah. It happens we had to do it that day because I couldn't
of course.
fucking work.
I would also think that they can't be so picky because how many reliable people are they going to get for that job?
They got nobody else.
Yeah, of course.
He was driving 2 hours and doing it himself. So, dude, so it gets a little worse. All right, so
insane response.
Yeah, I just told him go fuck yourselves. Good luck living scum. I'm like, you guys, your job is shit. You guys are shitty people.
Yeah.
And he says, "You're not a man. You're a fucking mouse. You fucking weirdo. You motherfucker. You piece of shit." That's all. No sentences yet. No periods. "You piece of shit. Shit." Said shit twice. "You fucking scumbag. Low life. That's what you'll always be for your life. What are you doing in your 30s? And you're a fucking loser." And I said, "LOL. You're a grown man talking to someone who has to bury their friend."
Yeah. Jesus.
And he says, "Listen, I want to come slap your mother in the fucking face because she had you, you piece of shit adult. You don't know what an adult is, you fucking idiot."
Wow. That's coming from someone's pop-pop.
Wow.
Dude, so when I was telling one of my boys, Matt, about it, he was getting pissed, and so he was doing a deep dive about these guys and just sent me an obituary of the dude's mom. He's like, "Why don't you send him this?"
Oh my God. Did you send it?
Nah, I didn't say. I just
honestly,
man, you draw the line. He doesn't.
You have every right. After that response, I'm going to slap your mother.
Dude, I was like...
I would be fired up, dude.
I was like, honestly, it was so crazy. Just like in the moment, I'm just like, wow, man, you guys are. Is this actually? How do you get away with talking like this to people for so long?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like that. It's so ridiculous. It's just entertaining at that point because you're like, I can't. These are not like real human beings.
No, I'm just like, what if they're like North Jersey people, like right on the other side?
Oh, well, there we go. Right on the other side of the bridge that separates North and South Jersey.
Exactly.
North Jersey sad boys.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we call them. They're not South Jersey boys. They're sad boys up there. They're a bit of a problem.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't like them. Dude, at some point, like, all right, so the son was kind of like, Cody, this is the second time you've pulled this bullshit, which it's not. I've never. This is the first friend that's died in a few years, you know. And he's like, I've been nothing but helpful and generous with you, which I don't. I'm the one doing your work. This is the thanks I get. I don't agree with the profanity, but profanity. Your father just threatened to come slap my mom. That's a little bit more.
I like that he's trying to walk it back and be like, "Look, dude, I'm gonna be a professional here." It's like, dude, the damage. You just told me you were gonna bitch slap my mom,
dude. That's what's so funny because he's arguing and trying to be like, He's like, I'm not. What I'm saying is not that bad. I'm like, yeah, but it's next to some of the worst shit I've ever heard, and also it is that bad because he says I don't agree with the profanity, but what you're doing is not right. I'm like, I think it's the right thing. And then he said, send me his obituary. Until then, I think you're full of it. So he's not doing anything that wrong, but he just wants me to prove it. Just fucking prove it. And that was when my buddy was like, let me go find his mom's obituary. Not the kid's mom, the dad's mom. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna send that.
Yeah, because fuck you, man.
And then he said I blew a huge opportunity. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think
I blew a huge opportunity to go after this Wawa on the Delsey Drive to get about 10 grand.
Yeah,
but you didn't send him your friend's obituary.
No, of course not.
I was gonna say, of course
not. No, so and then his dad does say something real. I don't even know if I'm gonna say it, but so I was like, we could
bleep it out if need be.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like. He's like, he said, you're bipolar. His son called me bipolar. He said, you blew a huge opportunity to make good money and just driving around and taking photos. Joke's on you. You're bipolar for sure. I'm like, I didn't know that when your friend dies. And he's like, what are you, sad right now?
Yeah, right.
You're bipolar.
Man, you're seeming a little moody lately.
Yeah.
It's like, did something happen to you and you had an emotion? That's bipolarism. It's like, no, you're just a fucking sociopath.
I also love the like, man, you blew a huge opportunity with the slip and fall, bro. It's like
you could have really worked your way up in this industry, and you fucked it up.
I could have been suing the guy who shot Trump, dude. It could have been really the slip and falls on that one.
Yeah, there goes that promotion we were gonna give you.
Could been slipping all over town.
Yeah, so his dad likes to throw this. Because I was like, well, dude, like either you guys are right and everything you're saying is still a little aggressive, or you're wrong and you're just saying this to a guy that's telling the truth.
That's a great point. Let's say that wasn't true and you were just making it up. That is an insane response.
Still to come slap my mom.
To say I'm going to slap your mom.
Dude, my mom saw it, was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And I'm like, watch out, dude. They're after you. She got a new boyfriend who's like in a biker gang up in New York too, and he's like, "Where's this guy?" And I'm like, "Here's all." I did not tell people his information.
Dude, this North Jersey, New York turf war we're about to start is going to be better than the mafia.
Oh, dude, it's going to be great, man. Dude, we might even have to make amends with Landmark and get them on our side for this. You know, it's like in Game of Thrones. Like we have we have the North King.
Yeah,
you know?
We're gonna have to do it.
Landmark's big.
So this is the one thing. It says the only good thing about him being dead is he doesn't have to see your lying piece of shit fucking scumbag ass anymore. Fuck you and your fucking roommate. 2 pieces of shit. I said, careful, man. And that's when I started screaming.
They really needed an employee.
Dude, they needed somebody to go take these photos.
Clearly.
Because I told them, I'm like, yo, I have like roommates that can go do it for me since I am doing this. And they're like, I don't know, what, you think I'm going to trust them? I'm like, I guess not.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I said, and I wasn't going. I'm like, I was going to, but after you responded like this, I'm not sending anyone to do anything for you ever again. So like a bunch of, I put that on Instagram a bit. I just screenshotted.
Yeah,
that's where we call it winning the story.
Yeah.
We said we gotta hear more about.
So I was kind of worried from an outside perspective what that might have looked like, because my mom texted me, like, take that down, because she thought I was getting in an argument with my ex.
I wasn't sure who it was at first. I was like, holy shit.
Well, at first I didn't have the context of what started it.
Right.
So I'm like, I just initially saw him, I was like, whoa, like, you know, it seems like Cody's beefing with somebody, but I just I didn't see the first part.
Right.
But then I maybe you posted something later.
Yeah,
like,
so,
I kind of
like I guess some of the responses. That's what I woke up the next day. I was a little drunk. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't post these ones because they're like specific about shit.
Well, I mean, that is such an insane response by those guys. Fuck them, dude.
I had a few people do some pretty funny things. I had somebody sign them up for Scientology.
Classic.
Hell yeah.
Andrew Boss signed him up for I think at 4 a.m. every morning, him and the son are both going to get text messages about Civil War facts.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they might like that.
Yeah.
Seem a little,
at least they'll learn something.
I don't remember signing up for this, but I love what General Grant was doing.
Yeah, right.
They'll be like, I really like this one side.
Yeah. My one buddy's my one buddy signed him up for Weight Watchers. We got some Mormons going to the house. You know, so
we got to get Jehovah's Witnesses involved.
Yeah, that's who it was, not Mormons. It was Jehovah's.
Oh, they're even worse.
Yeah. We set up like to get in a fight, like a turf war on their door and stuff.
Going to see Book of Mormon tomorrow, actually.
Are you really? Dude,
Nice.
it's such a great.
I've seen it once before.
Oh, really?
And we're gonna.
Nice.
I'm going with my family. I'm so.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah.
Dude, I love the very beginning. Is very fun to watch the people walking out. You're like,
so good,
what do you think this was?
Did they really expect something else? Like from the creators of South Park.
There's some people that don't know who South Park are, and they're just like, oh, the Book of Mormon. I love being a Mormon.
Actually, that's true. My mom is coming, and she is in for a rude awakening.
She has no idea.
Ooh, yeah.
She grew up. She does not like jokes against Catholicism.
Okay. So she's gonna hate this.
She's gonna absolutely hate it.
It might be kind of like what I'm dealing with, where it's so over the top. We're like, oh, that's kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
That's so crazy that it
kind
kind of doesn't hurt my feelings
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
Because if it was like a little bit closer, then I'd be like, what the fuck? But this I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like when I took my dad and sisters to see Bob Saget in the Poconos. They had no idea how filthy his stand-up was. They, he's America's Funniest Home Videos, Full House. They have this whole image of him. People in there, older women. It's in a casino in the Poconos. 5 minutes in, he's talking about fingering Kimmy Gibbler. And they were just like, nope. And they just get up and walk.
It really is such an insane career that he had where he was like, has anyone else managed that where they're like two completely like polar opposites of like your stage persona and then what everybody else thinks you are?
Not only that, but you could go on stage and actually ruin what people thought of you in the past.
Yeah.
In an hour.
But also, how did he get cast in Hollywood as all those parts?
Right.
How did he get full? Because like he was doing stand up.
Yeah, he couldn't have been doing Danny Tanner material.
No, he wasn't. I saw like one of his first like bigger appearances. It was on whatever Rodney Dangerfield show or whatever he was doing at the time, and it was very dirty material.
Yeah,
I think
really
he looked like a cleaned up kind of guy.
That's what I was about to say. He just looks the role. It's like, can you just not do cocaine on camera?
True. It was the generation of typecasting where they're like, you look like a dad, you're gonna play dad and everything.
Speaks to the versatility, his range that he can do that and stand up, but then come over here and play America's dad or whatever.
Right. No, I would like to see if he got to pick America's Funniest Home Videos. It'd
be so
like as himself, his true personality.
Be a bunch of bukkake videos.
Exactly. Look at this one. This is pretty funny.
That's true. It would just be
this guy misses.
Yeah, it would just be the original Tosh Point Out.
They could have done it. They could have started.
He was kind of the lead of that charge.
He didn't have to do all that. You didn't have to be.
Yeah. You know a good way to fuck with somebody too, by the way, going back to your previous story there.
Yeah.
I so wanted to do this, but without the context, I was like, oh, let me see. So next time this happens, this is what you do.
This is probably coming around the corner again.
You go on Amazon and they have like a bunch of keys that are already pre-cut with the little tag on the end of them, like a keychain type of tag.
Yeah.
And you can write like a name or address on it or whatever.
Right.
You can buy them in like bulk, 50, 100, 150. You can buy them for like 10 or 20 bucks.
Okay.
You buy them, but on the little tag, you write the phone number of whoever this person is, and you get all those keys, drive around South Jersey and just throw them out the window on sidewalks, streets.
Like Jesse Pinkman with all of his money.
Yeah, with all the money. Where he's exactly. So you do that, so anybody that finds it, they're like, oh, the phone number's here. They call it.
Yeah.
So over the course of months, maybe even years, people find the keys and they call the guy and they're like, hey, I found your key.
I mean, this is never going to end. For him. Because I mean, the son, so eventually the son hits me up that night. Is like, can you get everyone to stop? because I had probably like 80 messages and like, who the fuck is this?
Why,
And,
why should you help? Like, fuck you, no. Dude.
That's
like,
what he's like, yo, come fight me. I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
He's like, everyone's texting. I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
How old is this dude?
He's like 30 something, probably like 33 or something like that.
And I guess it was the dad that was saying
the dad was saying all the crazy shit. He was the one that asked for the obituary, so he's not completely unexcused.
Yeah.
And he was just like saying like the entire time, he's like, listen, I'm not my dad. I can't. He's like calling me a pussy. He's like, I can't control what my dad said. I'm like, oh, you can't stand up for your dad.
Right. But he's also
you can't stand up to your poppy.
Yeah.
You lose your job.
He's in his 30s, being like, come fight me.
Yeah.
We're gonna meet at the schoolyard.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? You're just. I'm like, dude, all you need to do. This is what I told him. Like, all you need to do is apologize, and then it stops.
Yeah.
And he's like, eventually he didn't apologize. He kind of tried to fight me a little bit more, and then eventually realized that it's not going to stop, and then apologized, and then was like, I can't, like, I can only apologize for myself. I can't apologize for my father. And I'm like, you're right. I get that. And I can't stop anybody from texting you whatever the fuck they want to text you.
Good.
So I totally understand what you're talking about, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I understand.
Wow.
I think that's the best way to leave it with him.
Dude, yeah, we got some other I don't know if I want to get real into it on the podcast, but like we looked into his dad's old company, and there's some bad stuff.
There's some squirrely stuff
there's some
happening.
stuff that I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet, but this isn't over. This is far from. I'm letting the dust settle for a little bit. I'm mourning,
thinking that it's over, and then it comes back out of fucking nowhere.
It's gonna. My sister probably filled out like they have like applications for like different jobs or whatever. She probably fills out like 40 a day.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
Well, I mean, even just publicly talking about what they do as a company, I think is bad enough press.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we just like help people with gambling debt fulfill that.
Yeah. Like if anybody kind of catches wind of like what they're doing, it's like that could be, bad enough to.
I think he realized that, and that's why he was like, "All right, I'm sorry."
What a fucking scumbag!
Well, I can't wait for part 4. So you release the hounds around the holidays.
Yeah, we gotta release the hounds, dude.
Man, so technically you're a whistleblower.
Yeah.
You went in. Obviously with the best intentions, knowing like, look, I'm going to whistleblow these guys because they're bad people.
Right.
And I think now you're just doing
You're like the Edward Snowden. You're on your media tour exposing the lies.
So this is like the reason why
system.
I did the job. I'm like, because I kind of felt bad about the Wawa, but also I was like, you know what, Wawas fell off. Their pickles are soggy, so the bread sucks. I'm like, Wawa needs to be sued.
Yeah.
Same with Walmart. I got a Walmart.
Yeah. Walmart has an entire bank account just dedicated to lawsuits.
I didn't even have to. I could have just been like, hey, we're going to sue you. Can you just...
Yeah. If you were cool with the company, then you're like, guys, it's a no-go.
Exactly.
But if you're like, look, if they need to step it up a little bit,
right,
I'm game.
I'm fucking taking them down.
Gotcha.
But also, I'm like, I really don't want to do this. I'm like, I thought there was going to be material in here, but it turned out the material was in not showing up for one day.
Yeah,
that's
in
where,
the aftermath.
That's where it turned out where it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Quite the fire you get yourself into. But the good news out of all of this is that we're pretty welcome back at the Landmark.
Yeah, dude. All said and done, it's like I feel great about the Landmark. I did go there. I think there was like a hair on one of my wings, and I'm like, that might be mine. We'll call that mine. We'll call that. See, I'm helping him out.
Yeah.
Was black, but
it
was a black hair. But
Damn. By the time you come on next, maybe you're gonna right all the wrongs with this lawyer has done.
Yeah, it's like, so I own a slip and law firm and Landmark.
Bygones be bygones.
You come in just wearing a suit, and you're just like, I fucking own all of South Jersey.
Yeah.
You live such an adventurous lifestyle, my man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's a lot.
Yeah.